Let's go. Yeah, go Tigers. They got the College World Series today. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. I guess welcome to King is Dead 15 and our lurkers, I guess. I'm not sure how long we're going to stream right now. We just uploaded our Pocono race review, if you guys are interested in that. This one is the best looking one we've done so far in terms of 1080p, 60 frames per second, not stuttery. A few other things we need to work out, but I feel like they're getting better overall. My idea is that we race this for a while. If the stream goes well, maybe we continue. But if not, then we go over, and I am going to stream, if things go according to plan, Spider-Man 2 from start to finish. And by Spider-Man 2, I mean the original, like 2004 GameCube Spider-Man 2. So that might be fun. But for now, let's do some NASCAR. All right, we have Kansas coming up. Oh, Kansas is one of our harder races of the year. But we're in a 5-star this year, so will that change our luck? And I feel like we've already been here. Yeah. So we'll at least finish out this season. We're at race 30 of 36. So we have 7 races left. That's not too bad. And then maybe we'll pop over and play some Spider-Man 2.
Makes the journey to Kansas City. This is a true sports city.
Let's get it. A true sports city. At one point, I was planning to move here. Not here specifically, but to Kansas City. I had a job offer there that I had accepted. But I ended up getting a better job offer. Oh yeah, I think we may do well today. I can definitely feel the difference between the 3, 4, and 5-star at this track specifically. Kansas is usually difficult for us. We're moving pretty well. Clear, all clear. Number 5, high up 5. Still hanging on. The 5 car is making his move now. Look high. Clear on both sides. Stay patient. You're about 3 seconds behind the leader. That's another one down. Go high, go high. Hold on, he's still there. Alright, let's see if Derek Cope is in today's race. If Derek Cope is here, we're going to work with him. Because I made a promise that we will help Derek Cope to a win. Jeff Gordon's in P1. That's good to see. I think our algorithm manipulation is working. The frame rate loss getting into the corners is killer. Number 145 is outside. Clear. The 172, a little arrow shove there. What's up high? I might see Derek Cope up there. Nice job. The 12 car just got a run on you. Go ahead and get on by. He's not gonna block. All right, interval between you and the leader is 4.5. I think he's up on, like, in that 3rd groove, way up there, maybe. I think that's him. This may be our man. Let's go investigate. Look at that Jeff Burton Pennzoil machine. I don't think I've ever seen him run that scheme. Oh yeah, we have Derek Cope, target acquired. You'll get that one back. Yeah, let's not blow it. Not a huge fan of running the high side in this game. We'll try to make it work for Derek Cope. Oh, Derek Cope made his way to the bottom. Come on down. Sorry, Joe. Sorry. I'm just trying to help out my buddy here, Derek Cope. Do I own a shotgun? Is that something I should talk about on stream? Do I need people knowing about the items that I own for recreation and self-defense? I don't know if that's a great idea. I saw your video at Pocono, Mr. Spaceman 360. He said in the chat, got you live at the bar. And VG Clips is also in here. You're not going to stay in here long. You're really tired. Why am I streaming so late? That's a great question. We just uploaded our Pocono race review. I would have went live earlier, but that video took a couple hours of effort after the race ended. And then I spent a little time with my wife after making the video. So that was the reason for our delay. Good to see you in here, even if it's just for a short while, Mr. VG Clips. I made sure to subscribe, so I'm ready. I think everyone that's in the chat right now I'm subscribed to. How about that? Jeff Gordon lost P1, not sure when. Tony Stewart has assumed that position. Yeah, I don't know if I have my subscriptions on public, but I think you may have gotten an email. I don't know if they're on public or not, but if someone subscribes to you that has their subscriptions on public, it'll notify you. I like looking through my subscribers and seeing if there's anyone I recognize or anyone I've seen in chat. Braden. Hello, Braden said hi there. How are you doing today? We are doing pretty well. How are you doing today, Braden? We're just helping our buddy out here, Derek Cope. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Caution on the speedway. We're doing better than this guy. That's Casey Mears' car, but I don't know if Casey Mears is still the driver. He came down and collected Scott Riggs. Big wreck. We are not going to pit under caution. All right, let's get it, Derek Cope. Let's get it to the front. Kind of ran off and left me. There we go. Do we have Derek Cope in the top 10 now? You just subscribed. Thank you, Braden. Do you upload your own YouTube videos, Braden? The other people in the chat, the King is Dead, Mr. Spaceman, and VG Clips, they're all YouTubers as well. So I've subscribed to all of them. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And if you have any suggestions, something you would like to see on stream in the future, let me know.
Number 17 is moving on you, right side. Walter is a mud.
Well, we lost Derek Cope. That's a shame.
You're in 10.
No, you do not.
Clear, all clear, whatever you need.
Well, if you ever do, let me know.
One's up high.
We'll come subscribe to you. Maybe you'll be the next Mr. Beast.
It'll work with you. Clear.
Your name will be Mr. Beast 2. Very creative. Casey Mears is still up here after his massive wreck. He held his position,
Johnson is outside.
and he just ran me down to the apron.
You're doing fine. You're clear. Watch the outside.
Okay, into the top 5.
Junior just got a run on you.
Looks like Jeff is maybe trying to go for the lead. I think we'll just let that play out. If we can get to Gordon, I'll help him. There we go. Oh, it's us versus the yellow cars. There we go. Several streams ago, we went live without my microphone on, and since the King is Dead pointed that out, I've been making sure to re-enable it. When I'm recording gameplay for my video uploads, for like race reviews and race previews, I mute my microphone. That way I can go back and lay down a commentary after the fact. Alright, we have 3 laps to go. We have a little cushion back to 3rd, but not much. Let's get on the brakes there. I saw Mr. Spaceman in the chat a second ago. He just uploaded a video. He's been uploading a lot of videos from iRacing, doing streams as well. So if you're interested in iRacing, that's the guy to check out. But he uploaded a video from Pocono, and there was a massive wreck in front of him. Who won at Pocono? Oh, it is white flag. I should probably try to win. Chase Briscoe won at Pocono. It was a close race. He was trying to save fuel because he did not get enough when they pitted, and he was able to hold off Denny Hamlin. There's a couple videos on your channel. Nice. After the stream, I'll try to check them out. I'll leave a like and a comment. I knew it. I knew you had to be a YouTuber. Next Mr. Beast right here. Yeah, Chase Briscoe held on to win, so he's now locked into the playoffs. He was already in the playoffs, technically, just on points. But once you factor in all the people that are locked in ahead of him, I'm not sure if he would have been in. But, yeah, good run for Chase Briscoe. It is your name. Yeah, I'm able to right-click here on your name in my little stream thing, and it'll take me right to your channel. So I should be able to find you. Denny finding another way to lose. Yeah, he had a good car. Maybe not the best, but he definitely had, I would say, like a top 5 car for sure. The other people that should have been in contention was Ryan Blaney, but he had a speeding penalty, and he started in the back already. And then Brad Keselowski, he went to the rear a couple times. Like once he came down pit road when it was closed from the lead. From the lead, he came down pit road while pit road was closed, had to start in the back. And then later in the race, he was going to run long. That was his strategy. He was the last car on the track, and then a caution came out immediately. Ruined his strategy again. But he still finished like 9th or something. So, they were fast. Yeah, Brad, he had a rough race. He had a very rough race. I think he had the car today. I think he had the car to win. Hocevar was fast for a while. How about Dale Jr.? Oh, Braden, look at that. I don't know is this a different account, Braden? Your profile picture changed on my thing. But anyway, Dale Jr., though, winning the Xfinity Series race this weekend. Coming to be a crew chief for Connor Zilic, and Zilly won. Yeah, that was awesome. It looks like Chase Elliott was going to run away with it, and then he got shuffled out on that restart with Justin Allgaier. You're on your phone? All right. Yeah, that was crazy when all that worked out, and then Zilic ends up taking the lead from like Jesse Love. That was wild. I was rooting for him so hard. In our Pocono race preview we posted, I think on Wednesday, maybe Thursday morning. It was earlier in the week. I mentioned that Dale Jr. was going to be the pit crew chief, but I didn't think they were going to go out and win. So that was really cool. And it was cool to see Dale excited. And maybe, just maybe, this makes him want to try it again, or perhaps get back in the Xfinity car. Because it seems like he really missed the excitement and the adrenaline of being a part of the race. It was pretty cool how that worked out. Zilic is the real deal, that's for sure. Yeah, overall though, today's race was pretty interesting. Only saw the arrow blocking a few times throughout the race. Other than that, like the strategy is working out how they did. The different car setups people had. People were coming and going throughout the race. On one restart, Carson Hocevar went from 19th to like 4th in a lap. It was insane. It may have been a couple laps, but yeah, he had a crazy restart. Do I have a PS3 by chance? I do, actually. Yes, I do. I used to have NASCAR 2011. I do not currently own it. Is there like a online achievement that's required for NASCAR 2011? Because games that require multiplayer and online access to Platinum are the bane of my existence. They make me so angry. 'Cause I love getting trophies. Like there's games I've played on PC, but I still go back and play them on PlayStation just so I can get the trophies. I'm all about those trophies. Look at that, Derek Cope inside the top 20. Great run for Derek Cope. And then William Byron, you know, he was the fastest car in practice, wrecked in qualifying. You'll send me a copy if you do it with me. Does the online still work? That would blow me away if the online still worked. Oh, you're kidding me. I'll look into getting a copy. Probably not that expensive. Whoa. We have Derek Cope on a string, on a rope. track and back down the track. Come on, Derek Cope, back down the track, buddy. I'm trying to help you. You'll test it. All right. All right. That would be amazing if the servers were still up. Your 2005 multiplayer doesn't work? Yeah, that's not too surprising. I think all the EA servers are down, but there's a team working on... I heard rumors of this. I'm not sure if this is, you know, if they're going to go through with it. But there's a team working on getting NASCAR 2009 up and running so people can play that multiplayer. I never played that game multiplayer, but apparently people had a blast. So maybe they get that going. We're going to stick with Cope. I almost gave up on him. But we're going to stick with him for now. Come on, let's get it, Cope. Let's get it. The rated R superstar, Derek Cope. I must have missed one of the comments. I see best place to get any vintage games by far. You have my attention. I am a fan of playing older games. The biggest thing about going back and playing older games, it's not the graphics, it's the controls. Because although older games may have had more depth to them, or they may have had certain features that don't exist anymore, the controls usually in newer games are better. And so going back and playing like old shooters and playing with that movement, it's horrible. I have to help my buddy Jeff. Jefferson Gordon. I'm sorry, Derek Cope. My friend. Cope. The GOAT, Derek Cope. Jeff, what are you doing? Don't go up the track. Need to get out of the gas. Pretty heavy there. So these NASCAR streams, they've been pretty kind to us in terms of viewers and chat participation. But would anyone be interested in seeing Spider-Man 2 gameplay? Like the original Spider-Man 2 from 2004? Because I have it downloaded, I tested it out last night, and it works pretty well. So what I would like to do is start the stream and stream the whole story from start to finish. As long as that's something you guys would be interested in. I love those Spider-Man video games. Just swinging around New York City, doing my thing. Alright, we're not making up much ground here. We may have to give Gordon a shot. Let's get him by. Or maybe the 2-car. Yeah, we'll gain A position here. There we go. And Gordon almost got a 2-fer there.
He wasn't so friendly. He's blocking. Number 2 is a bug. Hold on, he's still there.
There we go. All right, are we going to go to the outside, Jeff? Is that what you want to do? Oh. All right, we're going back to the low side. Total team control, the opening. You struggle to figure out because your controller doesn't have R3. Oh, no. Are you playing... Okay, VG, are you playing it on the system? Or are you playing it on an emulator? Because if you're playing it on the emulator, there may be ways around that. If not, you may be out of luck. Because that would be a huge problem. And I don't remember, did you have to tap R3 in that game, or did you just, like, flick up on the right stick? Or whichever direction.
Everyone's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's keep this pace going.
It's been ages since I played 06. We have it downloaded, so one day we will play it. But we're trying to work through our 05 career before we switch NASCAR games. The 174 car is in the lead. I hope you guys know how amazing that is, that a one-star car was leading a chase race. Jeff, what are you doing, buddy? I know you want to stay with me, but you don't got to do like that. Oh, come on, Jeff. Okay.
Normally, you see him block you right about now.
We just ran right into the back of Jeff. All right, go low, Jeff.
Outside, going outside.
This is not working. You used the controller and just pressed R2 and R1 and it worked. You're kidding me. That's amazing.
Don't worry about a block from him.
I never would have guessed to do that, but that is amazing that that worked. Kind of stuck right now. We might be able to get past Matt Kenseth here. That works. Okay. Matt's running us pretty tight. Pretty tight. I got this. I'll do it myself.
Number 24, the fire box. Two more times around. Up to second. Change clear, all clear.
I'm sorry, little one.
Gordon is down low. Whatever you need, you're clear.
That's manipulation. So there's NASCAR total team control. This is NASCAR total race manipulation.
Still beside you. White flag, last lap. All clear, bud.
I just hope Derek Cope's okay. Oh, Jeff, maybe give us a little room.
Still there. You gotta race a little cleaner. Taking it easy on you. If there's anyone
Wow.
else, block it. There you go. All clear.
Jeff got one from us. He ran us to the apron.
You almost got him.
We should have went to the high side and tried to cross him up, but I'm just glad we didn't take him out. And we should still have the points lead, so we're fine. Man, we got into him pretty hard too. At least we're happy. All right, what do we have coming up next? Martinsville. Martinsville, it's a pretty good track for us. It can get a little dirty sometimes with guys checking up when they're not supposed to. Let's go ahead. Let's check out our standings real quick. And then we will go ahead and start our Martinsville race. No qualifying. All right, Jeff Gordon's 30 back. That is closer than we would like it. So let's go out and win at Martinsville. That's the plan. Look at that. Ty Sheets getting it done. Good for him. I don't think he's going to be able to win the championship. But, you know, he'll at least finish within the top 5. Probably second.
Half-mile Martinsville Speedway in Virginia has...
Let's get it. All right, I'm going to let the field have a huge advantage here because I do not want them to check up and bash in my nose. And we'll do it for the challenge. Jeff's in first back there. Good for him. All right, let's go. He can see me. It's go time. Well, let's not overdrive the car. Martinsville is a good track for us. It usually isn't. I mean, it wasn't, but we've gotten better at it since we've had so many laps here. If I went to NASCAR heat, it would be ugly for a while too. I don't know how it is for you guys, but whenever I go between NASCAR games, I have to remember how to drive the car. You know, I have to get used to it again. All right, we're here. Back at the tail end of the field.
Number 145 going on.
All right, Jamie McMurray left the door open.
Go outside.
We'll just follow the 41 through for now.
He wasn't so friendly. He'd be blocking.
If we can get a run, yeah, we'll go past.
Watch it, pretty wide. Clear all around.
Great run there.
The 191 car, up high, high. Still alongside. That's a textbook pass there. Good job. Still hanging on. You know what they say, pal? Rubbish racing. He's not
Whoa.
racing as hard as he could.
All right, little damage on the front end. Not too bad. That's kind of karma. He wanted the block. That's what happens. I don't think I've ever seen a car get into the catch fence at Martinsville. But now we have.
Green, green, green. Clear, clear.
All right, the field is single filed out. Oh my goodness.
You and the leader.
All right, let's get around the 38 this time.
Wants to get by you.
Yeah, I don't want to fight with him.
On steady, stay wide. Hold on, he's still there. Another one down. You got both sides, you're all clear. Simple and outside. You usually see a black ramp out here, but I guess these guys are friendly out there. Time to go. We just left 6 seconds ahead. Okay, we're clear. Outside, outside.
All right, Jeff's about 6.5 ahead of us.
Gotta keep working together. Get up there. Clear, clear. All clear. Pretend it. Outside, outside.
Running through the pack, we lose a lot in the corners because we're having to wait for the field to check up. But coming out of the corners, we really gain quite a bit. There we go. We have some relatively clean track ahead of us.
Going down low.
Oh,
Okay, buddy.
we're slicing through the field now. Sorry, teammate.
Clearing either side. Don't worry about a block from him. He's feeling nice today. Inside, inside.
You can get such a good run off the high side of 4. That is crazy.
You're opening up a spot. Car hunt.
All right, we have Tony Stewart in the Shrek car ahead of us.
Still beside you.
Oh,
Don't worry about the car. Still
I'm sorry, Mr. 122.
Clear.
All right, everybody wave hello and goodbye to Shrek. Tony taking us up the track. Interesting. We'll pull right in front of him. There's Shrek if you look in my rear view.
On the right. You're clear.
Yeah, Tony knows ball.
The 88 car. Come on. Still there. He's working with you, so give him some room. All clear. Going inside, inside. Hey, great pass, buddy. Clear, all clear.
All right, we made our way into the top 3.
Off the lead. Stay smooth, you'll catch him.
Whoa. Scott Briggs right on our bumpers. Scott Briggs' son, Lane Riggs, won the truck race this past weekend. Congratulations to Lane and Scott. All right, we have Junior in P2 and Jeff in P1.
Get the little respect pays off. He's not blocking like usual. The 8 car, down low, down low.
All right, we really do need to get around Jeff here.
Number 8 is looking low. Whatever you need, you're clear.
Because he's only 30 points back in points, and we may need that gap going into Miami. Homestead is not our best track.
Gordon's behind.
Man, Gordon drove it in there deep. Let's see if we can force him up the track here a
Number
little
24,
bit.
outside, outside. Let's widen the gap. Keep pushing. There you go. All clear.
There we go. All right, let's see if we can put some lap traffic between Jeff and myself.
Just giving you some space.
Not if we keep having corners like that.
Watch the outside.
Terry Labonte all the way back here in 42nd place. Not great,
Giving us some room.
but look at him. He's giving us plenty of room.
Number 145 is right behind you.
We used to have a lot of trouble with Terry. Now, he's treating us pretty well.
Marlin, the high. Being nice and giving you some room to race.
Let's get by the 2 Chip Ganassi cars.
Looks like you guys are working well together. Let's keep it going. Getting more room than usual here. Watch it, come on. Clear, clear. Come on. You guys are both looking strong. Let's keep working with them. Yeah, both sides, you're all clear. You must like it because he's giving you some room. Go outside.
Thank you, Mr. Jimmy Lane. Even though he has Kyle Petty's name on the back of his car. All right, let's go ahead and close off our rear view.
Okay, we're clear.
171's giving us plenty of room.
Still there.
The 119 probably won't be so helpful.
Taking it easy on you. If it was anyone else, he'd block it.
He's not necessarily giving me a whole lot of room here. Alright, he's gonna give us the high side here though.
The 119 car is down low.
But the 41's in our way now.
Giving us some room lately.
Oh no.
Clear on both sides.
We're having a little difficulty here.
Go high, go high.
Tight racing in the lap traffic. There we go.
119 has to run. Watch
Go ahead
him
and
make
block
a
him
move.
there.
He's not racing you as hard as he could.
We have 4 seconds on second place.
43, outside, outside.
So we should be pretty well insulated.
Clear on either side.
As long as there's no caution.
You usually see a black ramp out here, but I guess these guys are friendly out there.
Even though I see Elliott Sadler up here in the Eminem's 38, we have a chance to do the funniest thing ever. Take him out again. We'll bring out our own caution.
Outside, outside, got one outside. He's being nice and giving you some room to race. Clear, all clear,
What
whatever
a
you
nice guy.
Walters, come on. Clear.
And he's not throwing a block this time.
38, high up high.
I think he learned his lesson.
Friendly, he's blocking. Nothing to worry about. Everything still looks good. The 38 car is shadowing behind you. You're clear.
Let's get on the brakes. Alright, move in behind Jeff Burton and Joe Nemechek. You can also see Greg Biffle up here.
One's up high. All clear.
Right on Joe's bumper. He's gonna block. Not a huge fan of that. It won't matter. We'll just make our way by him on the inside.
Still alongside you. Number 01 is coming up quick. Giving us some room. Clear, all clear.
Greg Biffle's next on our hit list.
The 16 car is high up high.
We have the 21 up here. What usually is Ricky Rudd's machine.
Go on. Trying to race you as clean as possible. Do the same. Still beside you. Still there.
Doug Ferguson.
All clear, bud.
Dive it in here on the 149.
Two last laps.
We're coming, Brian Dickers. We're coming.
Getting more room than usual here. Vickers is outside.
There we go. We almost got a 2 for there.
There you go. All clear. Got some more bonus points headed our way. Here we go.
There we go. We just led the most laps. We barely got it. There we go.
Not clear.
Pick up a few more positions.
Great job.
Big Driver wins the Subway 500 at Martinsville Speedway.
Great job, everybody.
Good race for us. Now let's see what's next. Phoenix, maybe? I don't know. Atlanta. That's a decent race for us, I guess. Let's go ahead and save here. In these old GameCube games, you have to remember to save. All right, let's get it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Busch race. This is where we're racing this week. Well, the coming week. The Cup Series and the Xfinity Series will be at Atlanta, the now newly renamed Echo Park Speedway. Not a huge fan of the rename, but, you know, it is what it is. At least they're getting paid for it.
Today, the
Be ready now. Green and coming. Green, green, green.
We have plenty of time. Let them get a little head start. We'll see what this car has before we get up to the field. All right, let's get it. All right, we're gonna have to make some decent laps to catch back up, but we're already somewhat closing the gap. So that bodes well for us. Oh yeah. Car feels pretty good. It's a little loose. The rear end's wanting to come around, but we should be fine. Man, almost 9,000 RPM going into the, well, through the middle of the corner. We are over 9,000 on the straights. Well, let's hope the motor holds. That's always a worry when we get over 9,000. Have to watch the RPM. It seems like we get through the corner better when we're not braking so heavy. That is crazy. All right. The field got a little separated there. But no caution. We need to take off at least half a second per lap to catch the leader. I don't think that'll be a huge issue. Getting through traffic, we'll have to be careful there. 21 laps to go. There we go, ran a 28-second lap. 28.9.
20 laps to go.
That's what we like to see. I'm going quickly on the tail end of the field. Let's get some draft off of them. Whoa, hey, pal. thought we were coming up plenty fast, but he shut the door. Well, all the way to the apron.
Normally, you see him blocking right about now. Clear all around. Marlin is outside.
That's good by Sterling.
Keep digging. It'll take him about 8 seconds on the leader.
Let's get to the second pack. Oh, a little tight there. Chase it up the track. Good draft off the 144.
That shoulder is a rear view mirror. Got both sides, all clear.
Just drive down the track. Coming up on Scott Riggs pretty quickly. Ooh.
Okay, we're clear. Let's go outside.
Jeff Gordon's in P1.
That's one more down.
Not really what we want to see. I mean, I'm glad to see him up there, but he is second in the chase standings.
Seconds up. Number 21 wants to get by it. Clear, clear, all clear. Come on, everybody. We're 6 seconds back. Just get up there. Number 119 is up on. Picked off another
Coming up on our teammate Johnny Sauter.
Sauter, the fire box. Clear on both sides. Number 149, high up high.
And their other teammate, Robbie Gordon.
Nice job. Clear on the other side. Caught on. That's someone we can trust out there. Clear, all clear, whatever you need. Outside. That might be more, and we got the lead. Clear.
I honestly don't know if it's possible to get any more out of this engine than we already are
4.5 seconds.
without it blowing.
Making us move high. You're clear. One's up high. We're up another position. Taking it easy on you. If there's anyone else, keep blocking. All clear. Simple. Down low. That was the halfway mark. That's another one down. One inside. Clear, all clear. The 43 car, down low. You usually see a black right about here, but I guess these guys are friendly out there. We're in the top 10. Top 10 now. Let's put a few more guys behind us. The distance between you and the leader is about 2.5 seconds. Whatever you need, you're clear.
Not bad. We've entered the top 10. Now we can start being a little more selective with our passes. Whoa, Kurt Busch shutting the door there. Oh, okay, Kurt wants to block me all of the track. Let's see how this plays out for him. Oh my goodness. Kurt reverse intimidated me. There we go, we got to his inside.
You're up another spot. You two have been working well together lately. With 10 laps left. Number 12, looking for some room to get by.
That 12 car in the white, black, and red scheme, it reminds me a lot of Will Power in his IndyCar scheme.
The 38 car is up on.
At least his old one. I don't know what he runs now.
There you go, all clear. That away.
Good run for Dale Jarrett in third. Or he was in third.
Still alongside. Still hanging on. Things are working well with him. Let's keep it that way. Both sides clear.
right, running down Jeff.
Not blocking like usual.
Let's see if we can get to his inside. There we go.
Clear all around. Gordon is coming up quick.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Gordon's coming up quick. I looked back there. I didn't see anyone. There we go. From worst to first. It's not even fair here at Atlanta. Our car, the custom setup we have, plus the 5-star ride, unbeatable. Honestly, when we have to slow down, the car gets tighter. So it's better for us just to blip the throttle a little bit and then rotate through the corner. Letting off for whatever reason just makes the car understeer.
Let's go.
5 laps to go. All right, 2 to go. All we want to see is the white flag.
Here we go. Let's finish strong.
No cautions, please. Our car doesn't get up to speed very well. We're so close.
One to go. Let's
Perfect.
get out, boys.
4 more corners. Atlanta would not be a terrible place. Well, I guess current Atlanta wouldn't be the best place for the championship, but this version of Atlanta wouldn't have been a terrible championship race.
Checkered flag.
Big Driver wins the Bass Pro Shops MBNA 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kept it pretty clean. That was a good race for us. All right, Phoenix. Phoenix, we're going to run the dog leg, even though it doesn't exist yet. It looks like our driver Ty Sheets won the Busch race, so I don't know.
EA Sports welcomes you to the
Maybe he
Phoenix
can get a shot at the
International
title.
Raceway in Arizona. Now just 3
Let's get it.
Here we go. Green flag. Go, go, go.
Racing out in the desert. Let's go ahead and let them have a little room here. All right, dogleg time. That gains us no time, but I'm just a sicko like that. Okay, Mr. 184 wanted to come down the track.
Clear, clear.
Let's get on the brakes
Number 105.
pretty hard
Outside. We're going.
and set up for the dog leg.
You gained another position with that pass.
We were in a four-wheel slide for a second.
It'll work with you. Sauter,
We'll
that's
just
a good
kind
run.
of follow Michael through the field if he wants to work with us.
Interval lead is about 4 seconds.
Oh my goodness. We almost murdered Michael Waltrip twice,
Still in.
but we didn't.
Let's keep this pace going. Steady. 3-1, 3-1. Don't worry about a flag from him.
It worked.
Feeling nice today. You got both sides. You're all clear. Watch the outside. Okay, we're clear.
All right, we'll run the actual track this time.
Still outside.
No dog leg this lap.
Clear, clear. All clear. He's not racing as hard as he could. Going inside.
All right, Craven, let's move. We got a little tight behind Ricky.
You had a good run on you. Don't worry.
91 came up the track on us too.
All right, we're 1.5 seconds behind the leader, bud. Let's cut this lead down. Way to go. Go ahead.
The
get
high
it.
side is not working for us. Sorry, Mr. 153.
Outside, outside. You got one outside. Just one more down. Go on. Still there.
All right, here comes the dog leg. This is the time.
Clear on either side. Still outside. Still onside you. There's some good things to say about you lately.
Scott Riggs in the wall there, able to keep it straight. Kind of ran him up the track there.
Gordon is up on it. Gordon is looking for the pass. He wasn't so friendly. He's blocking. We're up another position. Clear.
Excuse me, I'm trying to stay with Michael Waltrip. We are best friends.
Outside, outside. Still beside you.
All right, no dog leg this lap.
You're clear. Number 43, high up high. Gained another spot. All clear. This is a 4-second margin between you and the leader.
There we go, Michael. Back in it. All he needed was a little help.
Normally, you'd see him block you right about now. First is up high. That'll move you up one. The zero car is looking to pass.
A little sideways in that
We're all
corner.
clear.
Sorry, Michael, you're going down a path I cannot follow. Unless you come back down to the low side, then yeah, we'll make it work. just a little tight
Down a little bit.
coming out of 4.
The race leader's got 4 seconds on you. Watch it, car behind.
You could probably take out a half round of wedge
Still there.
and see a slight improvement. I don't feel unstable, so
Good job.
we probably could stand to loosen it up a little bit. We can handle a slightly loose car. Go Michael, go Michael, go.
That souther in the rear view mirror. Taking it easy on you. If there's anyone else, keep watching. Going outside. All clear, bud.
All right, we're halfway through the race, and we've made it about halfway through the field. So we are currently on schedule.
There you go. All clear. Watch the outside. Hang it up.
Do not go to the high side, Michael. You don't need it.
Still alongside. That's another spot.
We just cleared ourselves
Is going low.
right in front of Greg Biffle.
Marlin, high up high. Top 20. Clear all around.
All right, we've made our way into the top 20. Slow progress, but it's coming along. We may have to ditch Michael, though, to make it up to the leader.
Still outside.
Dogleg.
Still it. Hold that line. You're looking good, buddy. Clear. You usually see a black right about here, but I guess you guys are friendly out there. Watch it now. Rewind. Still hanging on. Number 174 is going for the pass on the right. You got both sides. You're all clear.
What can Brown do for you?
What's up high?
Brown can get out of the way.
I don't think
Oh,
it's a big
no.
deal. Just be careful. His crew's looking to work together. What do you think?
I went into the hood cam and lost my peripheral. And ended up wrecking myself. Not great. Let's stay in line here. Get out now. The field already spreading out a little bit. High side and low side.
Garrett, high up high. Good job. You're fine. Clear. All clear.
Better run off of
Still
Ford.
high.
Somewhat of a diamond shape through that corner, and it worked out.
You're in 10th. McMurray is coming up quick.
Alright, let's follow the 22 through.
Outside.
22 is having a really good race. Where is Jeff? I did not see him yet. Let's see a little shot here.
Bernard Jr. inside. Watch it. Don't worry about that one. Go outside.
48's in first. That must be Jeff in second in the Pepsi scheme.
Clear on the other side. Get some little respect pays off. Not blocking like usual.
All right, 4 to go. We are in P8. Dogleg.
Car on.
Tony is going to make his way through.
17, high up high.
Let's see if we can follow him. Am I still... Oh, hey, Elmer.
Clear.
It's going pretty well. We are still in the points lead, but Jeff has a close
Hold it steady.
second on us. The last time we checked, he was like 30 points back.
Behind you. You're clear.
So,
Outside,
not a comfortable lead going into Homestead. It would be nice to win this one. But we tried to help out Michael Waltrip, and we did not make up enough ground.
all clear.
I'm going to have to do something drastic here.
Don't worry about a flash from him. He's feeling nice today. That's a textbook pass there. Good job.
It worked. It worked. It worked.
You guys are looking good. Keep working together.
I think we have one more dog leg left in us.
You're in second. Clear, all clear. Job.
Look at that. This is perfect. Cinema. Remember the challenge? Yes, we tried earlier in the race. Actually, I think 2 races in a row.
Look up the win.
We helped Derek Cope up into like the top 10. But in the first race, we ditched him to help Gordon. And because we were trying to keep him in second in the points standings. And then the other race, we were just running out of time. But yes, we do remember. The 2 times we've seen him today, we've helped him. Oh, we have Darlington. I thought next week was Homestead. So yeah, we still have Darlington. Darlington's a great track for us, so I'm not worried about Darlington. All right, let's go to our season info. Standings. 70 points back. Tie sheets. He's not going to win that. Let's see where Derek Cope is. Still in 33rd. 44 has a healthy lead over him. It's not really fair because I think Jimmy's completed every race, whereas Cope sat a few of them out, and we saw that firsthand the other day. Let's see if Tie Sheets can get the win here. JJ Yaley. All right, Darlington. This is a great track for us. We should check before the race starts if Cope is in this race. This might be the one we can get it done.
This is more than just another
Not that
race
it's a
at
great
famous
drafting
place.
track.
Some of the biggest names in NASCAR history have won this time-honored event, and many have not. 2
Are you
races
kidding me?
remain on the road to the next Tow Cup Championship, and the next 500 miles may be the most demanding. Every
He's not in
position
this
and each
race.
point even more valuable, and a win in the Southern 500.
We are cursed when it comes to this challenge.
Here's coming. Green flag, jump on it.
All right, I don't want the penalty. In real life, we would get a penalty for pulling out of line, so we're going to let the field go. We have plenty of time to get this done. At least I think we do. Okay. Let's go. Oh, they're coming fast. That's a pretty healthy gap. We may have given up a bit too much time. We'll see how far we can make it. I mean, this car handles so well, so, I mean, we might be able to squeeze a second per lap out of this, if not more. The gap's not dropping as fast as I would like it to. But again, not bad. Yeah, that's the truth. Kansas, the issue with Kansas, that was the race that we had the best shot at it. I really needed to go help out Jeff. He was falling back. So I had my priorities there. But also, Kansas is traditionally one of our worst tracks. So I was a little nervous about running out of time there. And I don't even know if we won that race. We may have finished second. I think there was one race in this stream that I think maybe Jimmy Johnson or Elliott Sadler, I forget which one, stole it from us. Like in the last corner, we tried to go low and we didn't make it work. RPM over 9,000. Oh, somebody got into the wall up here. And we almost joined them. So now there are 2 separate packs. Looks like almost 3 separate packs. And then Jeff Gordon in first. All right, we can see the tail end of the field now. That's always a good sign. Anytime we drop back and give them a head start, it's always pure chance that we don't get a caution. It looks like they tried to wreck, though. A little more than 10 seconds on us. We're gonna drive the wheels off this thing. $9,500 RPM going into the corner. We're giving her everything she's worth. Let's take the apron. Oh, yeah. Greg's taking us to the apron again. This will slow us down a little bit, working through traffic. Kurt may be an issue. He likes to block us sometimes. Well, Joe Nemechek's coming up the block. How about that? There we go. Give him a little shot. Clear ourselves in front of Kurt. Cut down the track. Whoa, big checkup.
Number 105 is up high. Hey, great pass, buddy. Clear. Up high.
Oh, Ryan Newman's staying with us.
Still there.
We have Bobby Labonte in the Incredible Hulk Interstate Batteries machine. Oh my goodness.
Number 2, made some contact. We're okay. Clear, clear. All clear. First, the firefighter.
If we took out the 45, it would help Derek Cope.
Still beside you. That'll put us up one more spot. Number 41 is gaining on you. Clear on both sides.
All right, we're now halfway through today's race. We've made our way up to 17th. Not bad.
3 wide.
Oh man, a little more contact.
3 wide. Hold that line.
Just park it right in front of him.
Keep an eye on the water temp. Let us know if it's running too high. Clear on the other side.
They notified me about the water temperature. That always makes me a little nervous.
Back in the black.
Let's cut down the track.
Watch the outside. Get zero contact that time.
We got a little loose there.
Looks like you got yourself a partner out there. Clear, all clear, whatever you need. Stabber, deposit. The 38 car is looking for the pad. Don't bang it up too bad.
I knew we messed up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh. I drove it in a little too close to Stewart. Wow, Ryan Newman went over. How about that? Big wreck. Not my finest moment. But we continue. Jeff Gordon's in P1. Getting those bonus points, I'm sure.
Stay in black, you're right about now. Johnson still open. That'll drop you down, Spot. Don't worry, we'll get it back.
We're up inside the top 10.
Hang it up.
I do not like being on the high side here.
Help us so far. You're clear.
Right. We'll follow Scott Briggs through if he wants to lead the way. Good evening, JC1424. Your profile picture is very easy to pick out.
10, buddy. 10 left to go. Go on, go on.
There we go. We got Scott Riggs by.
Still alongside. Taking it easy on you.
He should thank us for that.
Well, keep blocking.
You're welcome, Scott. You're welcome. Oh, a little tight, a little tight. A little tank slapper.
Good. Just right behind you.
We have one race left in this season,
What's up high?
so we're closing in on the championship.
To the top 5. You got a good run going.
Oh, let's get on the brakes.
Car inside.
You've had it since like early 2015.
Whatever you need, you're clear.
That's a way to build brand recognition. That's not bad. 1 decade with the same profile picture.
3 wide.
That's real right there. Let's sit on the brakes a little bit. Okay. We keep it straight.
Still outside.
So we have 2 yellow cars and 2 Chevrolets. That's the battle.
There you go. All clear. Go on. Looking right. Still up high. You're in second. Keep that pace. Both sides clear.
Jeff a little bit. Well, actually, the best way I can help Jeff is to do this. You change yours every week, Elmer Rudd. So we have two different methods here. We have the loyalty and brand recognition, and we have
5 more laps.
keeping it fresh. Elmer Rudd likes to keep it fresh. Yes, we retired Kevin Harvick in NASCAR 2005. It was the best option we had, I think. The other options were Tony Stewart and Dale Jr. And I wasn't about to take out Tony or Dale because I didn't want to drive Tony Stewart's orange Home Depot car, and Dale Jr. is Dale Jr., so I wasn't going to get rid of the 8 car either. So the 29 seemed like the best option at the time. You should change yours to Derek Cope. So here's the question. Do you change it to Derek Cope himself, or do you change it to one of his cars?
Time to make our move. Fingers up on your
Oh, we have
just
3
over a
laps.
second.
But that's plenty of time. I hope. We might have had just enough, possibly, but to start your own team, it takes $4 million. So we definitely have enough now. So that's what we're going to do next season. We're going to race for our own team. But
Gordon is outside. All right, now let's keep those guys behind you. White flag,
I wanted to
last
win
lap.
at least one season in a 5-star ride. In a real car, not a made-up one. And Kevin's not completely gone. He still races in the Busch Series, and I think maybe the trucks as well.
We got it. That's a win.
So he's not completely out of the game. All right, we have one race to go. One race to see who will win the championship. All right, let's go ahead and save here. Wow, that changed really fast. All right, let's see. All right, Carl Edwards. Dale Jr. wins the Busch race. All right, I'm going to try. I don't think we've ever raced a custom setup at Homestead. And Homestead is a very hard track for us. Perhaps with the 5-star engine or the 5-star car, we will run better. But usually it's a dogfight, usually. But we're going to throw in this custom setup we have. Hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
The Homestead Miami Speedway in South Florida has transformed itself into one of the most exciting tracks on the NASCAR circuit. Today, it plays host to the last race of the next Toe Cup season and a tribute to the next series champion. Just 400 miles remain before the final checkered flag falls, but the story and the glory of this season are far from finished. big names desperate for a win, and new names poised to celebrate a championship. It's all right here as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to the Ford 400.
Let's get it. 21 laps to get it done. This is our custom setup, so we have no clue how this is going to handle. But we're going to go for the win. You have to wait 2 weeks to change your name. How often do you change your name? Elmer Rudd likes to change it up. All right, all right. The setup's still a little tight, though it was a little loose coming out of the corner. When I saw that we were going to add 1.5 rounds of wedge, I considered not doing that. Like maybe just going up 1 round of wedge. You say this is the worst track on tire wear in the whole game?
The 111 car has a run. Watch him to make a move.
I believe it.
Number 111 is a putt.
Because, I mean, it's very tight. Very tight.
All clear.
And if you get back in the gas too early, you'll just shred your tires. I don't think Derek Cope's in this race either. Guess he'll have a Ricky Rudd name with the Derek Cope profile picture. That's a beautiful blend. Beautiful. Jimmy Johnson's in P1 currently. Jeff Gordon looks like he's in P4. All right, Dale Jr. to the lead. Jeff Gordon to third. I think we're competing with Jeff for the championship, so that's where we're aiming to end up. We want to win. I don't believe we've ever won at Homestead. The 21 lap races, the tires are usually shot by like lap 6 or 7. That's terrible. That's absolutely horrible. If your run's like 15 laps, that's rough. Especially in this game where the AI don't respond to tire wear. Like, what do you even do? You know, just hold on as best you can. Oh, sorry. Just ran the 77 up the track. We're making our way through the field pretty well. This is a great setup. And probably the 5-star car helps out as well. Last year, I think we might have gotten up to like 9th, maybe. Yeah, this setup is, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than the default. That is for sure. If you ever struggle in a NASCAR career mode, just start looking up setups, and then once you find a good one, fine-tune it to how you like it. Then you'll turn some real good laps. Or at least better. Yeah, last year we would not have been able to hold that. We just went to the outside wall. Alright, Ryan Newman with a little block there. Jeff Gordon to P1. With a big run here, a lot of draft. Let's go, Kurt Busch. Unlikely alliance here. Most tracks in this game go a lap or two further than the tires go a lap or two further than the fuel. You just don't notice because you almost always get 4 tires. Unless you're me and you absolutely shred your tires. I think Michigan was the track I had issues with the tires at, because even driving, whoa, Joe Nemechek on his side. What a wreck. Even running somewhat conservatively, we would wear our tires out like 4 to 5 laps before the fuel ran out, and so we would have to hold on until the fuel run. That was tough. We were very fast until our tires were worn, and then we would just wash up the track constantly. Yeah, Joe sent it. That's the when you look up sending it in the dictionary, that's next to the definition. That replay.
There you go. All clear.
Look at us. Very high RPM. Wow, preset 6, man. That preset 6 is the truth. Usually we do custom gearing, but preset 6 is working out just fine. That's why Kmart went out of business, because of the Army. I will subscribe to that conspiracy theory. The field's staying with us. I thought we might run away, but Jimmy pulled right back up to us. Yeah, we're great on the straights, but the corners, especially corner entry, they gain a lot of ground on us. All right, we're about halfway in today's race. We just have to hold it for 10 more laps and accept our championship trophy.
10 laps to go.
I'm really interested to see what contract offers we get next season, because I kind of want to run a season as a Hendrick Motorsports car. But I think maybe last year we were offered the 24, and I wasn't going to unseat Jeff Gordon either. I didn't want his car. I would like to race as, I mean, the 48 would be fine. 25 would be okay. The 5 would be cool. Well, Greg Biffle goes around. Craven piles in. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars involved. Well, just when we had a slight advantage. Here we go, restarting. Let's see if we can hold them off here. Great run. Let's see how we handle it in turn 3. Yes, we did a Pocono review. Oh, man. I thought it was an all-right race, you know. Sure, like, there's still some aero problems with the car, but it wasn't the most offensive thing I've seen all year. Like, without the strategy and the cautions, you know, shaking things up, the race might have been a lot worse. But for a Pocono race, you gotta put it into perspective. For a Pocono race, that was pretty good. Because Pocono can put on some snoozers. It's the most mind-boggling track to me because it's put on some really bad racing, but yet the fans that show up to the track love it. They love Pocono. And apparently it's a super family-friendly place.
Bye, buddy. 5 laps to go.
Yeah, the strategies definitely made the race more interesting. Which, I mean, that's how Pocono's been for a long time. You know, before stage racing, Pocono often was a fuel mileage race. And that's kind of how this race played out as well. Yeah, the RFK cars, other than somewhat Ryan Preece, ran very well today. If Brad hadn't have come down pit road, I think Brad would have won the race. He had one of the fastest cars, definitely a top 5 car. Great run for Brad. Like, even though he had to come from the back twice, maybe even 3 times. I mean, he was having a really good race. Blaney had a fast car as well. Elmer Rudd says he went to the figure 8 race yesterday. In one of the races, someone got wrecked, and they flipped upside down. The rest of the race, they got a 1 hour... Wait, they had a 1 hour delay because there was a brawl in the pits? All right, I may need to focus up here. Jimmy's wondering, what is he doing? I'm just running off the track. You liked it because Hamlin didn't win? Same, Elmer. Same. If Denny Hamlin had come back from his week off and won, he would have been intolerable. He still ran pretty well. It's just, honestly, at the end, even with all the aero blocking going on, I don't think he had the car to get up there. Maybe at the very start, but Chase Briscoe clearly had the long run handling race car. Denny's car faded somewhat. One thing I noted is since the race ended 2 hours later than it was supposed to because of it starting 2 hours later, when the sun started to set, it was really getting in the driver's eyes. Normally, when they plan for the sun to set during a race, the drivers will wear tinted visors or have tinted tear-offs. But since they didn't plan on that, these guys just couldn't see. There we go. That's our first win at Homestead. Big Driver wins the Ford 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway. $10 million. That's good stuff. Here we go. We have our race celebration. And then we have our championship celebration. All right, for the Featherlight season, our driver finished in 15th. Yes, we did get the championship. In the trucks, our driver finished in 12th. In the Busch Series, our driver finished 2nd. 2017, 2021, 2022, and 2023 were the last times I remember Pocono having good racing. But 2024 and 2025 have really drawn out the full extent of Dirty Air. Yeah, I mean... Okay, we won by 100 points. Not a bad chase. All right, silly season. Dale Jarrett retires. Austin Hamilton replaces him. Ward Burton retires. Dave Dunn replaces him. And Robbie Gordon retires. Bo Banks replacing him. Who is, like... I like the silly season, but I do not like them replacing these... well-known drivers with no-name fantasy drivers. I do not like that. You know, replace them with real guys from the Busch Series or the trucks. Don't do this. 8 new calls.
Your Featherlight modified sponsor wasn't too happy with your performance this season.
I'm sorry, Ted Moto sucks.
I was talking to the Craftsman truck teams.
All right, Napa wants to re-up.
Ace Moneymaker.
Mr. Clean wants to re-up. Whoa, wait. Did Ty Sheets get the championship because Kyle's not eligible?
Hey, what do you say there, pal? You ready to start racing for a new team? Hey, it's
AutoZone Dodge.
Hey, it's Ace.
Another contract for the GM Goodrich Feather.
Big drivers retiring this
Dale
year.
Jarrett's retired. Well, someone already replaced him. Yeah, put Bill Lester in the 88. You know, do something like that. That would be cool. All right, let's see what we have going here. Few contracts. $40,000 per race. That would be nice. Yo, Junior, Home Depot, Food Lion, NBC. That's a cool looking car. 26 Dodge. What are all these fake teams? These fake 5-star teams. Where are they coming from? Yeah. I'm not too happy with that. Can I race as Cope? If they offered him, or if they offered his ride, but we did not get offered that ride. And it would replace Derek Cope, so that would be a win-lose situation. We are going to buy our own team. Say goodbye to our money. Pit crew. Maximum skill, even though like we hardly ever use the pit crew. Kroger. Okay. Alright, looks like we're racing for Kroger. Garage. Let's do our tune-up. Yes. This thing is going to be a beast. Team design. This is the most important part of the process. Obviously a Chevrolet. '23. We can be the 23, I guess. What looks most Krogerish? You have a couple friends who are huge Briscoe fans, so you're happy for them. Briscoe's a good guy, so it's easy to root for him. Except that one time where he threw away the race win by dive bombing. I forget who it was. In the final corner at Bristol. That doesn't look too bad. Decals full. Driver gear. Baseball cap, yeah. Suit 3. Yes, we want shades. Oh, yeah, we have to do paint colors. This looks like a test vehicle currently. Primary is going to be a shade of blue. This is for Kroger. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? We don't really want a plain scheme. You don't know quite who Briscoe is. I usually watch random races from the 60s and 70s. Briscoe, he's more of a family man. Usually a nice guy. I believe he has something of a dirt racing background. Tony Stewart was a big believer in him. Oh, baby. Do we like the flame? I mean, I like flames traditionally, but I think maybe the other schemes are more Kroger-esque. You know, we have to consider what Kroger would like. We're doing this for the sponsors. Curves, not the greatest scheme. The blend is nice. The blend is pretty nice. All right, we're going to run the blend. Small town sprint car driver who is also great at stock cars. That is JC1424's explanation. What does white look like? Wait, what even is this? Well, how do you guys feel about that? The white and the red and the... I mean, those are Kroger colors right there. That's Kroger. And it fits our secondary sponsor as well. I have no idea what that just changed. Side inner. Side outer, that's fine. It stayed. Alright, there we go. That's not the worst looking car. Big Driver Incorporated, BDI. The 23 Kroger Chevrolet. All right, merchandise. You can probably jack all this up. We're going to be rolling in money. And we're not hiring a driver because we are the driver. You've heard of him, but you don't know much about newer drivers. But I can tell you everything about a random driver with no wins who hasn't raced in 50 years. Hey, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. All right, we're re-signing Mr. Clean, so we don't have to redo that one. All right, Craftsman, we do need a new sponsor. Oh, no, Napa did re-sign, right? Yes. From Mitchell, Indiana, when he was 13, he beat some track record set by Jeff Gordon. The rest is history. All right, we need a new sponsor. Oh, McDonald's is nice. I like the McDonald's sponsorship. But these guys will give us a lot of money. All right, it looks like we have our field set up. Look at our cars. To keep the branding the same, though, I feel like I should make my roof number yellow on the Cup car. I'm also just not sold on that design. I'm really not. Let's go look at it again. I could possibly switch out the red for white and then put the white where the red is. Let's just look through for a few different... Oh, baby. Look at that one. Okay, angles pops. That... Okay, Spider was always a favorite of mine. Spikes is okay. Finn is also okay. Swoosh is fine. Lightning. Funnel. Burst. Scary. Mixed up. Wing. Pointer. Bars. Bars. Thorn. And teeth. Diablo. Spectrum. Wavy Gravy. The Wavy Gravy 23. Disco is pretty neat too. I think Angles is pretty awesome. Is there a way I could change the number font? Yes, there is. We'll look at different fonts once we nail down the scheme. I think we're going with Angles. This just looks great. Doesn't require any more work. Finding a number that looks good is a challenge. That 23 is not the worst. What do you think about the angular 23? I think it kind of fits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're cooking with gasoline. All right, I think we're going to change the number on the roof of our car, though. Roof inner. We're going to make it orange, like our other cars. Oh, no, I didn't do it. All right, there we go. Okay, we changed it up a little bit. I think that looks a lot better than the one we almost had. That's a fleet right there with the yellow numbers and the orange roof numbers. That's nice. That's real nice, Clark. All right, I will let you guys decide. Should we do the shootout? If we want to do the shootout, we'll go ahead. We will attempt the shootout and see how this car and this team runs. If not, we're going to end the stream, and we are going to go live in maybe like 15, 20 minutes from now with Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 2004, the original Spider-Man. And we're going to play it start to finish. So it's up to you guys. Should we run the shootout? The whole fleet you get as a diecast? That's nice. We will just test out this car. Yes, do the shootout. Got it. Got it, boss. Is this the shootout? I want to make sure. Wait. Where's the shootout? I don't see the shootout. Did we not get invited since we're a new team? We didn't get invited. All right, well, let's run the Gatorade duel then. No shootout. Sorry, guys. We don't get to run the shootout, I guess. Interesting. Maybe next year. If this car is somehow faster than our Kevin Harvick car, we're going to be insane. We could try to sit on the pole. We've never sat on the pole for the 500. So we should probably try that. Our first year in this beautiful... I wish we could use a free cam and look around, because I would love to look at this car. Let's see if we can sit on the pole for our first Daytona 500 as a car owner. We did win a few poles last season, just for the purpose of twice at Dover, you know, getting up front at Dover. And then we won a pole somewhere else so we could qualify for the shootout. That's why we ran qualifying. But, yeah, doesn't seem like it matters. I guess since this team didn't exist last year, we don't get to do the shootout. What a shame. Oh, it's supposed to let us in if we won Daytona? Yeah, my theory is that since we didn't exist last year, maybe that's why. But that's really disappointing. It would be fun to run the chicane at this track. We couldn't do it with the AI, but in an offline lobby, run the chicane on the backstretch. That would be chaos. Pole. Very close. We won it by 3 1,000ths of a second.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. Jeff Gordon on our outside. All right, we need a rear view cam here. We're going to be blocking a lot. We got up to speed fast, but fourth gear is usually our downfall. When is the next time you're doing a NASCAR related stream? Probably tomorrow. Or today, I should say. Yeah, we're not done with the NASCAR streams. we're gonna run through this whole season, and then we're gonna go back to the modified series, and we're gonna race and win a championship with the modifieds. Then we're gonna move back up to the trucks, win a championship as an owner, and then we're going to do the Busch Series, and then see if we can win another Cup Series championship. And then I think we will move on to either NASCAR Thunder 2004, maybe 2003. What's streaming after this race? I'm thinking we're going to do Spider-Man 2, the original, like on GameCube. It only takes about 4 to 5 hours to complete if you do the story missions. So I'm thinking we do that. Just start to finish. Try to beat the whole story. Or we could do Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, and do that story as well. But I have both of them ready to go. If there's one you guys would prefer, that's fine. But I was planning on doing Spider-Man 2. This car's running pretty well, though. On that last lap, I accidentally hit the reverse. Oh, caution on the speedway. You did a series on that game in 2017, specifically just to deliver the pizzas. I used to be so good, I feel like, at getting around. And I did a couple of test missions last night, and I just didn't quite have the controls figured out. You turn on notifications when the stream is finished. You'll be back in a couple hours. All right. We'll probably see you then. But if not, we'll see you in the next one. I wasn't even paying attention to the caution there. All right, we have Junior on our bumper. 3 laps to go. I didn't even think we have to win this race, but it's more of a pride thing. This year we may go no mercy. Try to win pretty much every race, except for occasionally maybe helping out Jeff, and then we have to get Derek Cope a win at some point this year. Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff just dirtied up our beautiful Monte Carlo Chevrolet. Chevrolet Monte Carlo, I should say. I don't know what Tony was doing there, or what Jeff tried to do to us. Jeff Burton hit the wall like Alex Bowman did the other day. Poor Alex Bowman. Now that Briscoe has won, Alex Bowman is on the cutoff line. He's only 20 points to the good. He was 5th in points like a month ago, and now he's on the cutoff line. That is insane. If one more driver wins below the cutoff line, Alex Bowman's out. So they better start putting together some good races. All right, we have 2 laps. We didn't even make it a full lap last time. And Jeff Gordon's coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have to block the whole field. We have a great run now. If you block a guy just the right way, you will get a great push. Come on, Jeff. Yeah, give me the draft, baby. Jeff with a great block. Jeff Gordon is my best friend. you've always looked at YouTubing from an angle of trying to pick up as many obscure NASCAR games as possible. Like trying to do stuff no one else has done before. The community wore you out of Thunder 04 and 03. Yeah. I mean, those are two of the more popular ones, so it makes sense.
Try not to blow the engine during the victory celebration.
Yeah, he did. He did. Alex Bowman was up front. That was good to see. Didn't quite get the best finish, but he did run pretty well. I thought he would. I thought he would run well because he does have a win at Pocono. Let's see who wins this race. Travis Quaffle. And JJ Yaley takes the Busch Series race. All right. Next, how much money do we have? I'm a little worried about that. All right. A little under 5 mil. Not too bad. We're in 2010. We're only a decade back now. All right. That's going to do it for today's stream. We will go back live later today. Not tonight, but anyway, we will be live probably within the next 15 hours with NASCAR. But what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream, and we are going to take a small break. So probably around 1:20, 1:30, we're going to go back live with Spider-Man 2. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and head back over here, pop in the chat, and we'll see how it goes. But if not, hopefully I see you guys in the next one. And thank you guys for the support. I see Elmer Rudd, JC1424, or 1424. VG Clips, Mr. Spaceman 360. We have Braden. And The King is Dead 15. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it.